This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. Polio, it's not something we hear about much these days, but it's still around and important enough to educate ourselves about the disease if we aren't familiar with it. That's why we have two special guests here this morning to talk about it. First, we have Tim Tucker, who serves as the Polio Plus Committee Chair for the Noon Rotary Club. And we also have Ethan Gooch, who's doing a school project about a survivor and her experience. Thank you so much for both being here. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Do you get to miss school today, or do you have to go to school?
No, I gotta go back.
Too bad that the show is a little too early for that, right?
Should have made it later.
All right. Well, before we talk to you about your project, let's go ahead and talk to Tim and kind of explain to our viewers, we've heard of polio, but even yesterday we were trying to talk about what is polio.
What is polio? Polio is the single greatest cause of disability that exists in the world now, and it mainly affects children who are 5 years of age or younger, and it's highly infectious.
And it can spread as well, right?
Yes, it spreads easily. It's mainly through, it's a matter of sanitation. You need a lot of hand washing, running water, soap. These things don't always exist in some parts of the world.
And how long has polio been around?
Polio's been around a long time. I've seen pictures of hieroglyphics that were over 1,000 years old before Christ, and it was showing a polio survivor.
And polio is still around in the U.S., right?
Yes, it is. We know of 4 new cases in 2005. They were isolated. These were people who did not take the vaccination for religious reasons, and there were sanitation concerns as well, but it's pretty rare.
All right. And you are doing something special with your Rotary group coming up next in May.
May 14th.
So how can we help out with this foundation?
Well, thanks for asking, Ella. One of the simplest things you can do is go to Colton's at night and have a meal, and the proceeds will go to the Polio Plus campaign here in Kirksville. There's a website. You can also put your picture up there and take a stand against polio, which is fun. So lots of things to do.
And when is this event again? We actually have a graphic for it if we can put that up. It's on May 14th, correct? There we go.
Correct. There it is.
And it's from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the nice thing about this is the proceeds from your check, from your bill, will actually go towards this program, right? So you don't have to pay extra if you don't want to, but you're always looking for donations as well, right? All right, we'll post all this information on our website. Well, let's go ahead and turn our attention to Ethan. How are you?
Good.
All right, so talk about your project that you're doing. What interested you in this project?
Well, I got started when I read a book about a polio survivor, and basically just went on from there. And I made a documentary, and then went to contests and got first.
Really? So talk about your project. What's it all about? So obviously you met a survivor and you interviewed her, and then kind of just give us a background of your documentary.
Well, it's about actually a pioneer for polio. She made several treatments for it, and actually revolutionized the way that they were treated, and just helped many people not be paralyzed from it. So I thought that was pretty neat, and people needed to hear about her. So.
All right, and you won first place, right?
Yeah.
And you'll actually be showing your documentary?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to Rotary or not, but I'm going to state contest, which is April 20th, I think, so that'll be cool.
That's interesting. And this isn't the first time that you've done something to kind of spread the word about something. When you walked in, and actually when I first heard about you, I was like, I interviewed Ethan when you were in the 5th grade with your brother.
Yeah.
You did Beads of Hope.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we just made bracelets and sold money and gave them the money to a Ugandan village for water sanitation. So it's all, I just like to help people. So. And
you're in the 7th grade right now, right?
Yeah.
So it's really nice to hear that younger kids are making a difference in the community. A lot of kids just want to spend time playing, obviously you play sports. I know you play sports, but they spend their time playing video games and whatever, but you're actually making a difference in spreading the word, which we appreciate.
Thanks.
So my question is, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I just want to be a doctor.
Look at that. A specific kind of doctor,
Pediatrician, right? Yeah.
There you go. And I bet you're well on your way to making that happen. So we'll keep in touch, and what we'll do is we'll post all this information on our website, and as well as Colton's information for the event on May 14th. Thank you so much for both coming on. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Ella.
We'll be right back.